this computer. All right, Megan, this is super serious, by the way. So, um, you should be, yeah, I'm kidding. But I wanted to record just a quick interview here because I could tell people that I'm a great coach, but people are going to say I'm biased because I'm talking about myself.
Right.
So I wanted to just get get you to share a little bit about what your experience has been like kind of working with me and help other people understand if they were considering working with me, what it would be like. So,
Yeah.
so you've been working with me in our program, Lifestyle 180. And before signing up, kind of what were you struggling with around your health and your weight?
I just felt like I just wasn't happy with the way I looked. I didn't even want to go out of the house, like go to the mall with my friends. I didn't like shopping. I didn't think things would fit me. You know, I noticed like physically, like it was hard like to breathe going upstairs, stuff like that. I was out of
Mm,
breath. Um, I was having like foot problems, like just pain, random pain here and there. So um yeah.
yeah, and you're quite young. Uh,
Yes. Yeah.
yes,
So I
and
was
so
surprised by that. Yeah.
to think about that because this is really interesting. These are some of the details we sometimes don't talk about, like getting foot pain or back pain and things. And when you're young and you think, well, this is supposed to happen to like people when they're old. This is happening to me right now, kind of thing. And it was
Yeah.
just really affecting your quality of life.
Yeah. It was. Yeah.
Um, so when you started looking for help, you probably used the old Google machine, I would think.
I did. Yeah.
And what made you decide to reach out to me?
Well, I pretty much tried everything else. Um so-
I
um
yeah, I'm like everyone's last stop.
yeah, you had great Google reviews. So and then people were saying like it's just a different approach. So I wanted to kind of know more about that. So yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you set up a time to chat with me. We kind of had a first conversation. Uh, what was it? Sort of in that conversation, and there was no pitch there, was there?
No, no.
Nothing high pressure. I think it's really important because in this industry, like it has kind of a reputation for like pressuring people into this. And I
Yeah.
deliberately make a point of being like, hey, I want you to go and think about this, and then you can decide afterwards. But what was it that made you decide? Yeah, I'm going to sign up and try Lifestyle 180.
I was just kind of willing to try anything at that point, and you were and you were just like really I don't know, it just sounded like I wanted to try something different, and
Yeah.
it was a different approach to weight loss, and I've never tried that, so I was like I'm willing to do anything at this point. It sounds good, so let's do it.
Right, right. What sort of things had you tried before in the past that really didn't work
um
for you?
I tried Weight Watchers. What was that other one? I tried now I'm blanking on them.
The pressure's on.
Yeah. um what was Herbal Magic?
Yeah,
Something nutrition,
like Nutrisystem or something.
yeah, Nutrisystem. I tried that one. That was really bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
LA weight loss, I tried in high school. And just like try to do my own thing. Like
Mm,
it just didn't really work. So yeah.
yeah. Um, and I'm glad you shared that, right? And it's not to necessarily knock other programs out there because obviously for some people they work, but for many people they're not producing like really lasting results.
Yes.
And so I wanted to bring a different approach where we look at it. Well, how do we not just help you to lose weight, but get you to the place where you're going to be able to keep that weight off? Because we want to get off of that sort of yo-yo cycle, as they call it. You lose some weight, regain it, and back and forth. Um,
Yeah.
and so when we started out, or I think just before we started, you mentioned you'd been. Well, maybe I won't say the exact numbers. I'll let you decide if you want to share that. But essentially, you've seen some pretty significant results.
Yes.
Um, what sort of change have you seen with regards to weight loss since working together?
Um, well, do you mean like physically or?
How much weight have you lost? Well, because a lot of people want to know that. Like, does this work for weight loss, for example?
Yeah. So I've lost like 50 pounds.
Wow. Yeah.
So pretty pretty significant. Yeah, it feels pretty good.
Yeah.
Um,
Now, and we've been working together for about 7, 8 months,
yeah.
and I want to share that because sometimes people just hear the 50 pounds and they're hoping that maybe it's going to take place in like, I don't know, 12 weeks or something like that.
Right.
Right. But this process takes time. But you look back and I think like, 8 months probably has gone by actually fairly quickly.
It has, yeah. Like I can't believe how I feel now to what I felt then. It's like such a big, like I have so much more confidence now. It's just like changed so much, like
Yeah.
everything.
Which is awesome. Yeah. What do you notice that's like different? Or are there things you're able to do now that maybe you really weren't able to or weren't comfortable doing in the past?
Yeah, like well, now I feel better about like working out or, even just like going for walks and stuff. Like I feel more energy.
Mm,
Just, I really want to just exercise and um just really focus on my health, and I just feel so much better than I did. So,
yeah.
yeah.
Um, have we done anything crazy or extreme?
Have I done anything
Have
crazy?
we done in this program? Have we done anything crazy or extreme?
Oh, no. No.
It hasn't been like insanely difficult or anything like that.
Not at all. It's like it was the easiest thing I've ever done. And I can't believe how much weight I've lost in this time. Like it just feels like, it's not been restrictive. It's been just so easy. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Which is really cool because I think there's this idea that we have to maybe, I don't know, punish our way into weight loss and
Yeah.
just like suffer our way to get there. And there is another way. And I want people to know that. So I appreciate you sharing that. What's
Yeah.
been your favorite part of the program?
I think just like the emails I really like because you get
Mhm.
them every day.
Yeah.
And that's really, it holds me accountable and like keep reminds me that, you're there if I need you. And like, um, they help me, like I can relate to everything you're saying in the emails. And like, it just, I don't know, it makes me feel like you're there, even though
Yeah.
we don't
Yeah.
talk every day, but we have the emails. So it's like, it's so
Yeah.
helpful. Yeah.
Just a sense of kind of connection and a little bit of accountability.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of which, some people when they hear accountability, they often think about like, I don't know, someone wagging their finger at them or telling them off for like not doing
Yeah.
something right.
Yeah.
And I think I'd like to say there's never been that kind of approach in this. Have you ever felt any kind of judgment or anything like that?
Not at all, no. And I feel like, I'm not in like a hurry to lose the weight, like I can do it at my own pace,
Mhm.
like I, don't feel pressure, which is really nice, and it's just been like a steady weight loss, and it's just been
Yeah.
really good. Yeah,
And to be fair, you've had some ups and downs. Like when you think about
yeah,
it, like 8 months in someone's life, inevitably there's going to be ups and downs and things we didn't expect or didn't plan for and things like that.
yeah.
And despite that, you've been able to just continue to steadily make progress while navigating this like in real life. Like you didn't have to necessarily put your life on hold to get to this place.
Yeah, not at all. No, I still like have been going to events and been out with friends, and I don't feel guilty the next day,
Yeah.
and I can still stay on track, and I feel good. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Um, what, if anything, has maybe surprised you about Lifestyle 180?
Um yeah, just again like how easy it's been. Like I never thought I could be on I never thought I could change my mindset like this. Like I feel so strong, and like I I get excited to like eat a good salad, like make food, and
Yeah.
like I never thought I would be like that, but it's just like good food, and you can pretty much like, eat what you want, and just I don't know, it's been great. Like
Yeah. Well, I think you said something interesting there. Eat what you want.
yeah,
And then you talked about changing mindset. And here's a couple of things that come to mind for me. One, like that when we change our mindset about being healthy, we often find ourselves actually wanting to nourish our body because hey,
yeah.
you have a different relationship with your body. And you're like, I actually
Mhm.
want to care for it. I want to put good food into it. So now it doesn't feel like I'm forcing myself to do this against my will, but I actually really enjoy doing this. It doesn't feel like I'm wrestling against myself to make this happen.
Yeah, yeah, I definitely you know, I crave salads, making good salads and chicken and things that I never thought I would,
Yeah.
but I make them so they're delicious, and,
Yeah.
learning new recipes, and like it's yeah, it's good food, it's healthy, and it's like it just makes you feel good. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, so if someone was considering working with me in Lifestyle-180, of course I would say they probably should, or maybe they should at least have a chat with me. But what would you say to them if someone's like, like they're on the fence? I read this guy's website, but he's just some random guy on the internet. Never met him before.
Yeah.
Like we haven't met physically in person. We live in the same city, but I do
Yeah.
everything virtually. What would you say if someone was thinking about signing up for Lifestyle-180?
You definitely should because it's if it works for me, then it's gonna work for it can work for anyone. Like it's yeah, it's just the best program and you're so supportive and you've been amazing. So I would definitely recommend you for sure.
Awesome. Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much. Super appreciate you taking the time, and thank you for sharing your experience. I think it's really helpful for other people to hear this. It gives them more confidence when they're considering working within a program like this. So thank you.
Yeah.